It's too early to talk about shop safety.
No, the shop safety never takes a rest, Al. You have to be awake first thing in the morning and
That's
alert.
true. That's
Here
true.
with my Starbucks coffee and hang out in our shop, and we're gonna do a little safety. So, you want to make one of these for the fine people over there at Trey's place?
Yeah, we can make one of those later.
Yeah, we'll make one later.
Might take all 5 minutes.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of it. 5 minutes of making something like this will save you. How many months were you out of work with that?
Let's see. I would say probably off of the table saw probably a good 10 weeks.
So 10 weeks, so 5 minutes as opposed to 10 weeks.
My finger.
Oh, really?
The funny part of it is,
I wish I had that.
I made it off the table saw for about 10 weeks. But man, I was gun shy. I was gun shy for 6 months.
Oh, so was I. After I cut myself, I was so
you.
scared about going back to a table saw.
Ouch.
I got rid of my table saw and bought a saw stop, and that helped me get over the confidence of cutting myself ever again. Because I know on my saw, at my shop, no matter how much I put my fingers in danger, hopefully it will never be again, that saw will save my fingers. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to make a push stick. This is a classic North Bend Street push stick. This is far superior to any push stick I've ever been exposed to. What's great about this push stick is that it's got a flat surface on it, and you have about 2.5 inches of tail on the back of it. So when you're pushing a piece of stock through the table saw, you're sitting on the stock and you're pushing it along, so it's just not like the back of it. You're actually holding a piece of wood down. So what we're going to do, Hugh Hefner calling.
It's probably the North Bennett Street School. They probably have a patent on this.
Patent on for stealing it. So anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to cut this on the table saw. It's about 1/2 inch. So we cut this on the table saw, and we're going to clean it up on the bandsaw, and then just clean out this shape on the bandsaw, and then round it over on, what's that sander called?
That's an edge sander. Can I make a suggestion?
What kind of suggestion?
All right. I wouldn't probably cut this on the, I wouldn't cut that on the table, so I'd cut that on the bandsaw.
See, this is why Al's isn't flat anymore, because he likes to try to cut it on the bandsaw, and he can't keep it straight angle.
It really doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make any difference.
I'm going to show you how I'm going to tell you to do it.
I'm going to tell you why it doesn't make a difference.
What?
It doesn't make.
You tell him and I'll cut.
It doesn't make a difference because this is the critical part.
No, it's not. This is the critical part. It keeps the stock flat to the table.
As long as it's hitting on a couple of points, not a problem.
You know, yeah, okay, yeah. Now with a couple of points. Show me your finger again. Good, show me your finger. This part don't take just a minute. Come out. I'm going to cut this line so it's 90 degrees to the back. You can see this one. I don't know if you can notice it, but this one was cut on the bandsaw, and it's not 90 degrees. See how it's kind of raked this way a little bit? You want that to be totally 90 degrees. So I'm going to go cut that on the table saw with the fence. What do you think, Al?
I think it's a fabulous idea.
Fabulous idea. You sure?
Can I drop the blade down?
Yeah.
Fire off.
Alright, now I have both cuts. I want to go over to Al's awesome bandsaw. Actually, Al, you want to finish it up?
I'll do that.
Al likes to finish it up, so I'll keep. Just be careful, big guy. Just nice and easy. And that's that. Perfect. Now you can see how that's. I don't know if you can see it. It's a perfect 90 degrees and it's totally straight. Now Al's just going to cut the shape out so it's comfortable in your hand. What's kind of important about a push stick is you want it to be comfortable in your hand so you can operate it properly. Smile, Al. You want to tell us another neat story? push stick is ta-da. You didn't say ta-da.
Kind of rough. We'll go to the edge sander.
Beautiful, Al. Now, no dust mask, huh? That looks good, Albert. See, just rounding over the edges, making it comfortable. How's it feel in your hand, Al?
We've got a little drum sander that'll take care of this this inside part. So let's go with a drill press.
Yeah, but if you don't have a drum sander at home or whatever, like this is really perfect. This is all you need. So much for Al and his freaking, what is that thing, dust collector? My lungs are dust collectors. Hurry up, because we don't have that much.
These are very inexpensive.
Oh yeah, but the drill press isn't.
This is a nice,
You know what I'm saying? If you're a Harry homeowner and you don't have a drill press, you know, this is about as, that push stick is still going to work for you. It's just going to be a little rough on your hand, but it will work.
got a lot of speed here. So.
A lot of speed, watch out. Hey, Barry Bonds is on a lot of speed, huh? You got caught all those amphetamines yesterday? Right now?
What?
Barry Bonds with the amphetamines. He's on some speed. Al is a work of art. Look at you.
We can break these edges.
Break the edge. Hurry up.
Okay.
I just want to show him how you can use a push stick.
This little shoulder here is set up for say 3/4 inch stock. So
It's half inch.
It's half inch. So if you wanted to push half inch stock, you'd probably just slice this off here so that it's less than half inch.
Exactly. You run over on your joiner.
But this is a cool little tool.
What I want to do is I'm just going to demonstrate the importance of this push stick. What's also important to remember is that when you're cutting, is that you want to make sure that you pass all the way through. What's this thing called?
That's the insert plate?
Yeah, the insert. You want to make sure that you make a pass all the way through the insert. You don't want to just stop as soon as it cuts through, because this may dance on you and come back at you. So the rule of thumb is to just push all the way through until you get on the other side of the, what's it called? Plate insert. Okay, insert plate, plate insert. Alright, I got my glasses out. You want to do this or what?
No, go ahead. You're fine.
Alright. I'll just show you, like, if I just want to take a little... Oh, another cool thing is, if you just want to take a little bit off, you don't want to cut and leave a little piece, you know, like a 1/16. If you just had to take, say, an 1/8 off of this, you would want to make 2 passes. You'd want to make, you know, a first pass of dusting and then just move the table saw over, the fence over and do another relief cut of dust, right? So you don't have that little piece dancing around here. I have a 0 tolerance, what's this called again?
Plate. Insert plate.
Insert plate. I have a 0 tolerance insert plate, but on the black one, it has a little bit of space in it. And that little piece of wood could get stuck inside this insert and then cause problems when you're trying to make a cut. So I'm going to make a few cuts here just to show you the value of this little piece right here. I mean, this thing is an awesome tool, right, Al?
It's the best.
It's the best.
Can I just make a quick little comment?
Yeah.
An old woodworking friend of mine gave me a piece of advice a long time ago. You know, it's a simple.
Who was it?
It's a simple.
Joseph?
I forget who it was. It's a simple suggestion. Never, ever, ever take your eye off the blade.
Yeah, don't take your eye off the blade.
Never when you're pushing something through.
Yeah, you told us. Now we're going to just cut a little bit off. I'm going to show you why I love to use this push stick. Contact, right, Al?
Contact.
How's it looking, buddy?
Fire in the hole.
See me? Half float type of guy, huh?
Oh, man.
Half float type of guy. I love it.
Style today.
I know. Every day.
I don't dance on that piece.
No, not that time. It was flat. Now, if I wanted to say, cut this in half out, you know, a lot of people would be afraid to cut this on the table saw because it's about what, 1 1/4 inches? So I can cut this right in half out, and you know what? It's going to be fine because I have this kick-ass push stick, buddy. You want to do this one?
Yeah, no. Do you want to?
I don't know. I'll give you something. Look at that. That is, I mean, that's really awesome. I don't have to worry about trying to feed it through, you know, like this. Feed it through, feed it through, feed it through, and then, you know, this is how I cut my finger. I reached over the blade like a and I just clipped my thumb. I mean, what a fool. And if I just had, well, one, the saw stop, because I never would have cut myself, and two, if I just wasn't lazy and used my push stick, I never would have got cut. So it's very important just to leave this push stick like right here. I usually have it in my back pocket or whatever, but you want to talk about, say anything about this?
It's a work of art.
Piece of friggin', it's a work of art.
It is.
And now we're supposed to fade out, he said.
I don't know.
How do you fade out?
I'm fading right now. I'm fading right out.
No. Huh?
No, looks
All right.
good.
Yeah, I mean, what a great saw.
It is. It's a great
We
saw.
really love this saw, and I'm going to try to get these guys to donate a couple, or at least friggin' market it somehow.
I'd love one.
Yeah. Well, you hear that, Patricia? All right. Well, that's it, man. That's the push stick. So I'm going to shut the thing off, and we're going to go over to the bench and do a little dovetail.
As they
Oh,
say,
you want to try it?
as they say in the cartoon world, that's all, folks.
You have to go bleep, 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 bleep. The cat too. I'll give you $5 if you never said that.
Elmo 5.
Nope. Porky.
Yeah.
It was Porky Pig.
Oh, Porky Pig.